focus for this interview session.
This morning, if you're just joining us, and we've just given you the entertainment segment, and we're hoping that Priscilla will talk about the Heal the Basi challenge, but of course she's down. Priscilla, we wish you well. We hope that you get better. And of course, we were saying that it's something that is profound in someone's field. So many people came up with their narratives that when she did that, that's when they knew Nigeria is hungry. Some are saying, why is she doing why is she setting record on food? That's her field. She's a chef. What do you expect?
The thing there is that we are in an era of content creation.
Yeah.
So everybody just wants to put out a content out there. Whether it is something meaningful or it is nonsense, everybody just wants to create content on the social media space, and that's why oftentimes you would find narratives like that spreading unnecessarily.
It just diminishes your effort, and it makes you don't know how you're impacting on their lives when you see stuff like that on social media. You come out and you talk and you just cancel someone's effort. It's not easy, cooking jollof rice in your house with enough ingredients.
Yeah.
Just maybe 2 or 3 cups. Tell me.
It's
and
work.
Then you're really congratulations, because she has been recognized by Guinness
Book of Records.
Yes, she has been recognized, and so we congratulate you. And we're diving next into our interview segment, because our guests are already seated gorgeously, and I'm telling you, this one is husband and wife, so you can just imagine the collaboration and what we're going to be talking about. I'll let Nicholas do the honors of introducing them.
Well, honorably seated with us in the studio at this moment is no other person but Mrs. Lara Eseyin, who is the founder, CEO of Shelton Climate Awareness Initiative, SCAI. Yeah, we bid you a very much warm welcome this great morning. You're very much welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, and then her amiable husband is seated with us in the studio. He's no other person but Mr. Frank Eseyin. I hope I'm calling that Eseyin.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You're very much welcome, sir. He is actually the director of operations.
Yes.
Yeah. So the focus of our interview today would actually be on plastic waste management in Plateau State with Shelton Climate Awareness Initiative.
So I don't know. I want to be biased. I'll start with him. And I'd love to start with the founder to tell us about the whole initiative. But of course, let's just meet you again. Okay. Yeah, we know your name, director of operations. So just expand to us what you do in
the
role.
Okay. Thank you for having me having us this morning. Shelton Climate Awareness Initiative is all about environment, about climate. The talk now is what happens to the future generation with crisis we're having as regards climate. Another area people are not paying so much attention to is that of plastic. But for us as an organization, we make sure we carry everybody along in what we do, like how to reduce climate change crisis, reduce the effect on women and children especially. And plastic is another area that people are not paying so much attention. So you drive around, you see what's happening everywhere. People throw, they indiscriminately, they just throw whatever they can throw everywhere. Drainage are being blocked here and there. We have areas where we should protect the biodiversity, for example. People don't care. On the plateau, for example, we have the wildlife park. When you walk in there, you see people, they're supposed to go there and maintain orderliness, the environment, protect the environment. They do whatever they want. We go to Lamingo Dam, for example, where, that's the source of the water we take, for example, and people throw things anyhow, activities here and there going on there. So as an organization, we're concerned. So we want to walk on the plateau. We want to start on, this is how Jerusalem, whether we like it or not. So we want to start from the plateau. So the government is doing a lot, but then we want to also complement. And our aim is to carry everybody along so that we can get results.
Okay.
That's why
So, maybe let's hear you. Let's just hear you more on this.
Okay. Actually, it has covered the greater area of our intentions, and I must say we really commend the effort of some parastatals like the Water Board, the Tourism Board. They have been really helpful, let me put it that way, and they are really impactful. They really want to be part of this initiative, and we are very grateful to them. So basically, for now, it's just for us to clean the environment and, if possible, make the environment a plastic-free environment. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's come back to SCAI. Being the CEO of Shelton Climate Awareness Initiative, tell us a lot more about your organization, because from all you have explained, primarily plastic waste management is not necessarily your entire field of practice. Am I correct?
Yes.
It's not entirely your field.
It's majorly our field.
Okay, so
Yes.
Tell us more about SCAI.
Like he rightly said, we are into the environment. So anything that has to do with the taking care of the environment, we are definitely in. Let's say we have done some projects in the past, like planting trees, all this deforestation and all that. We want to take care of that, but anything that has to do with environment, taking care of our environment, is what is paramount to us. And why this year we are taking more cognizance with the plastic pollution is the fact that globally we know that plastic is a menace, and the World Environment Day, the World Environment Day for this year, the theme is about plastic. So that is why we are keen into that mission and vision of the World Environment in totality.
When is this World Environment Day coming up?
We've done it in the past. I think I can't really place the date anymore.
Okay.
But you're talking about the plastic being a menace, you understand. For someone who doesn't really understand, wouldn't know, okay, it's just plastic. So why is it a menace? So I can just, this was, so why do you pay attention to it? Why did you pick that aspect? What does it do to the environment?
Okay. Now, going back to the health hazards of this plastic waste, we recognize that this cancer thing, we'll be wondering, why is cancer everywhere? What is causing cancer? Sometimes some of these plastics goes right into the water pipes, and the chemicals in them, they clog into the water pipes, steeping out some of the chemicals, sipping out the chemicals, and thereby people drink the water. It gets into our body, and before you know it, human beings start falling sick. The same thing, the water bodies, the wetlands, there are animals there, there are fishes and everything. Some of these fishes, when they don't have what to eat, they feed on the plastics. And at the end of the day, we go buy fish somewhere, and some of that particles is still right in the fish, and we eat them, causing health hazards. These are one of the major things that is causing problems even in our environment. The same thing, we have what would I call it now? We have problems with rain problems, drainages, getting blocks. These plastics, they cause all these things and making flooding, happen in the environment. So if we don't take care of some of these things, we cannot have a clean and clear environment. That's just it.
Okay, so I'm made to understand that there is a particular exercise coming up on Saturday regarding the plastic waste management. Yeah. How is the program entirely packaged, and is it exclusively going to be carried out by your organization SCAI, or is it a call to the public to participate in this particular exercise on Saturday?
Yes, we are going to start our exercise right on Saturday, and the Ministry of Tourism, they'll be part of it. Water board too will be part of it, and even the market women, some of them, we are going to reach out to them. We'll let them know why it is not good to, dispose of plastics anyhow. So we are going to make them know. We thank Water Board in particular, because they've really particularly taken interest in these projects, and they are really wanting to be part of it, because they want to protect the dam. All the activities happening, selling, buying, defecating and all that, they don't want it. So they are really part of this program, and we'll be reaching out to people, buying if possible, because that will be kind of a reward system to them. We'll be buying all those plastics from them, if possible.
From the people? From the people,
yes, and we'll also be giving them incentives to go with it. So basically that's it.
I must also add that it's entirely free exercise. We are doing it, we are taking the responsibility to make sure the environment is clean. We have targeted areas, just as she said. We have the wildlife park, we have the Lamingo Dam, we have Abattoir market, we have the Miadiko market, free exercise. And after that, 2-in-1 package. We're going to be creating awareness on why they should not throw trash everywhere indiscriminately. We're going to do the cleanup of that area, and as an organization, we also have plans to donate, waste bins specially positioned in some of these areas. So that's what we're about. And it is not going to be a one-thing project. We want to continue to also monitor and ensure that people do what is right.
You just mentioned, because when we go out and carry out these exercises, it's one thing that at that moment the environment is clean. So you said you're going to tell them some of the strategies. So for now, tell us, what strategies does one take, like business people, individuals take, to actually, should I say, manage waste, plastic usage, or how they can manage it to not just throw it around like that?
That's what she mentioned about the reward system. We have a special reward in place. That, with the waste bins, we're going to be strategically placed in places. You trash there, we go there once in a while. What do you have? Then we give them reward. So with these, Nigerians, we want to be encouraged to do things. So we have reward system in place. That once you're able to gather, we get it done, we move it out, and then we reward you. So that we encourage people to know that you don't just throw. This is also
so what of an individual that is not part of this exercise, or for areas where you might not be able to cover for now, and the people are able to, they're listening, and they're able to gather these plastics and all that. How do they get across to you to carry them? Because it's another thing for me to pile them up and keep them. Then there's another thing to find a way to dispose of them.
We have a team in place that we go around to communities to also still encourage them and enlighten them. And we also have a collection hub around Kwang. And with that, we have plans to make, publicize this, make publicity enough for people to know they can reach us. We have our contacts where they can get to us. We go there with our vehicle, we move, and we reward.
So I think before we wrap up on this interview, you're going to give us your contact, and maybe you have a social media presence where we can actually reach out to you. All right.
Okay, so primarily, whilst you're collecting this plastic waste, what do you intend to do with them?
Fantastic question. Because it's one thing to collect and one thing to dispose.
Yes.
So we have a system in place to recycle.
Okay.
So once we gather them in our collection hub, we have a machine in place to compress, and then we can move on from there for better use.
Okay.
So that we don't also just sometimes you say you're managing waste, you pack the waste from one point, then you dump in another point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no sense.
Or possibly wanting to go and burn it, which will also increase global warming.
Yeah. So there's no point doing that. So we are ready. So what we do is once we gather, then we compress and.
So people really need to know that, okay, this plastics can really be recycled, because we cannot talk about, overemphasize on the fact that we need to manage. When you go globally and you check, you hear how they're talking about the global warming and, the danger, And so most people take it for granted. We do not understand that it's a hazard to us. And like you said, the drinking water, because what about shares? They carry their tankers, go around giving water in the communities and so on. And if you don't have clean water, it's also a danger.
It poses as
to your own health. So it's really commendable what your organization is doing.
The concern here is, I would say plastics are here to stay.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm wrong to say that. Because to a large extent, they serve as very convenient materials for packaging stuff and make it easy to carry about, drinks, food items, like that. So, but primarily, what would you say to the viewer out there in regards to how to properly handle these plastics even after usage?
What I will say first of all is to the government before the individual. Government should put policies in place. Like in Lagos State, you will agree with me that the single-use plastics are getting almost off the shelf.
The single what?
Use plastics.
Okay.
Yes, it's not encouraged. So because that is even it's not so easy to degrade them. So they are putting them off the shelf. So I'll also advise individuals, like if you are going to the market, get your own plastic bag or whatever you can use to get your things, so that you don't keep piling up those plastics here, every now and then. You don't keep piling them up and it will now become something else to you. And the ones you can manage, you manage them. I encourage even children as much as possible. There are ways you can gather up these plastics and sell them and get your little money for recharge card and all that. So if as much as possible they can manage by reducing the use of that plastic bag. For example, I went to a supermarket somewhere and they asked me to buy a bag for what I'm buying. Number one, the bag is not plastic. It's a fiber kind of bag. So I looked again like I'm going to buy the bag I'm going to use, and the person was like, yes. So that is one thing. Maybe the government should, a policy that should be in place, so that when you are buying some of these things, you will know how to manage them properly. Because it's like if you buy, you will be able to manage. You won't want to throw it away. Yes, anyhow. So you will want to manage your thing. When next you are going back to the market, you will still want to carry that bag so that you don't get to buy another one. So these are policies that government should put in place. And even as individuals,
you can manage your waste, most especially the plastic, and the initiative they are putting in place to create awareness, to let you and I know that we can actually store, just pile them up for reuse. It can be recycled actually. And so we were saying that you are talking to the government and also individuals on what to do to actually should I say reduce the use of plastics. And you talked about try to get it off the shelf, and also individuals getting to know that they can actually put them together for recycling. And so when is the meeting point, the time and for people who want to participate in this exercise, where can they meet you and what time should they meet you?
This phase of the project will take place in Lamingo Dam.
Okay.
It's taking up 9 a.m. on the dot. So we'll be there as early as 8 to do more awareness, and 9 we kick off.
And if my memory serves me right, Saturday should be the last Saturday of...
No.
Is that?
No.
Okay, I would say it's also a day for sanitation exercise that we do.
This Saturday is 20th.
Okay.
So 9 a.m. Lamingo Dam. We take off from there. We, as I said, free clean up the environment. We, talk to people around there, because whether we believe we all agree or not, a lot of activities are going on there that's even affecting the dam itself. So we'll do our best, and from there we'll move. Also, we have vehicles that will move our team and others from Lamingo Dam. We'll go to Wildlife Park. We also have planned to touch 2 of their markets.
Abattoir market will be going there. So.
Abattoir market.
Yes.
So
we'll be doing some clean up
and talk to people also.
We are made to understand that you run a school, Shelton School.
Sheltonville School.
Sheltonville School. What happens at Sheltonville School?
So many things.
Okay.
So many things.
That was part of this. So many things.
Yes, of course. We educate our learners. That's the first thing. And in this area, in these aspects, we ensure that we have a club, climate club, where we educate the children, like catching them young. Yes, we educate them on different areas, but basically about their environment and about the climate. So we have a club where we set up a club where these children can learn more about their environment. So I think that's the area.
For how long has this been in existence?
The school?
Yeah.
Okay, the school has been since 2020. Yes, since 5 years now.
Okay.
5 years now.
Because if we educate our young ones and they grow with the mindset that they need to protect their environment and so on, it goes a long way. So I would even suggest we do this in other schools,
Yes.
It's not just your...
Yes, we have plans to reach out to schools. In short, we're going to be organizing competitions. We want them to use their brain to see what they can do with plastics.
Yes.
You won't believe it that chairs these days, there's a way we use plastics to even make chairs.
Yes.
Wow.
So we want these children, at this early stage, we want to expose them to this. So they too, when they know it's possible for me to use plastics to make tables, to use plastics to make chairs, they want to get more of these plastics. And instead of throwing them everywhere, they will want something done. So our plan is also to reach out to few schools on the plateau, and we give them free will. Do a project with plastic. Bring it out on a specific day. We have a hall. You bring what you have. Then we set up people, a panel to judge. First, second, third position, we give them good award.
This is interesting.
Yes.
Very, very, very interesting. I think it's a noble idea, a very, very noble idea, and we should speak a lot more on this particular initiative. We should speak a lot more about this. More awareness should be created, even about the school, because I think you are in a way encouraging people to be more crafty. And I've seen videos like that from Asian countries where people get to make very usable stuff like chairs, cushions with plastic materials.
In fact, I've seen a place where plastic was used to make a shade.
A shade?
Yes, rather than put a canopy. You can make a shade out of it. You can decorate with all those plastics. You can just get the cover, write inscriptions and all that. So we intend to do that, and we want the children, even themselves, to be creative. Let them see what they can do out of it. You can see what you have done with this. This is part of what we are talking about, even though this is rubber, if I can say. But we want people to learn how to manage plastics. What else can can we do with it other than just drink water or just use and just throw it away?
That's really, really, I was telling someone the other day when we had some conversation about this. I was telling them, I said, I just started piling up pure water bags, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, but I just started keeping them. I don't want to just throw it away because I speak about it, so I shouldn't do it. So I try to keep them. When they get to that point where I would think of what to do, I'll now meet people like you to tell me, what do I do with this? Well, then I think this is really, really commendable, and we hope that when next we call you to hear about what you've done and how the exercise has been, the turnout and so on, you would come to share with us to also further encourage other people that would want to take up this initiative, because just you is not enough. We need more people going into this to actually,
exactly
save the environment. And so we've been speaking with Mrs. Lara Eseyin, founder, CEO of Shelton Climate Awareness Initiative, SCAI, and Frank Eseyin, Director of Operations. And this is where we draw the curtains on this particular interview.
The world is a global village, and interaction made easy. Teen City This Morning is a live talk show program which will be showcasing happenings in Plateau State, Nigeria, and the world at large. We shall be bringing to you live interviews with the political and business class, feed you with updates within the sports and entertainment circle. Beam the beauty of our culture and tourism to the world. Teen City This Morning, touching all aspects of life.